Okay. First of all, I just need to have you say your first and last name for the camera.
Linda DeJohn.
Great. And what is your role here at Sheridan College? What is your position?
I'm a counselor in the counseling department here.
And Statistics Canada has said that in age groups of 15 to 24, for both men and women, that's where they're seeing the highest rate of mental disease and mental illness. So for students here at Sheridan, what can we do for our peers, for our friends that may be suffering from a mental disease?
Well, we have all kinds of services at Sheridan. We really want students to know that we do have these services. Probably the first thing you can do is let your friends know, let your fellow students know, get the word out. So many people don't want to come to counseling services because they think there might be a stigma attached to it. But if you can get the word out to normalize that, to let people know that we are here, we're just normal human beings and we're here to help. We do have a counseling service and we have professional counselors on staff. We also have a peer-to-peer support program so students can meet with classmates, other people who have maybe experienced some of the same kind of thing. And we also have groups that students can meet and support each other through these kinds of challenging times.
You mentioned the stigma which is attached, maybe to just this learning center or the counseling center itself. I know a lot of what Bell is trying to do with this Let's Talk campaign that they're running is to focus on the stigma which is attached to mental illness. How important is this day to everyone in Canada and to get this word out?
I think this is a fabulous day. I think the fact that Bell is taking this kind of initiative and you're seeing programming on CBC and CTV, it's a landmark. It's a wonderful thing. In terms of getting rid of the stigma, I think this is going to be a wonderful thing.
For students that may have a friend they're concerned about, what are some of the symptoms that are out there that are attached to some of these mental illnesses that we should be looking for?
That's a really good question. I think any change from their norm, whether stopping eating or eating more or sleeping more or change in attitudes, change in behavior, any change is well worth asking the question, is something going on in your life?
And where are you guys located on campus?
We can be found right across from the Tim Hortons at the Trafalgar campus, and at the Davis campus we're in room B230.
And is this something where someone would need to make an appointment first and schedule something ahead of time? And what are the hours that they can do that and come in and meet with someone?
We are open to students during the business hours, Monday to Friday, and they can just drop in to make an appointment, or sometimes we're even available that same day to see students.
Perfect. Great. Well, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
All right. I just need to have you say your first and last name.
Deanna Maliki.
Could you spell your last name for us?
Sure. Malicki.
Great. And what is your role here at the Counseling Service Center?
I am I'm a peer mentor, and I'm also the peer-to-peer coordinator for the program.
Well, today is all about Let's Talk, and Belle is encouraging us all to get into a conversation about mental health, mental illness. From research that we were looking at, it shows that men and women ages 15 to 24 are in the high risk range, and the numbers are a lot higher in that age group. So as someone who's working here at Sheridan with people in that age group, are you surprised to hear that the numbers are so high at all?
Not really surprised. I think that a lot of people are juggling so many different things, and life, always full of stressors and things that people have a difficult time, whether, trying to achieve their academic goals and then their personal goals as well. And sometimes it just gets very, very overwhelming for that age group. And it's competitive out there, so it can feel very overwhelming sometimes.
If we're concerned about one of our friends or one of our classmates, what can we do? What are some of the symptoms we should be looking for to, try and direct them in the right place to go to seek help?
I think one of the big things is don't be afraid just to have a candid conversation. If somebody's showing signs, if they're telling you that they're feeling really overwhelmed or very stressed out, just use that as an opportunity to check in with them and ask them, quite frankly, if there's anything you could do. If they go on to tell you, yes, they need support, bring them down to counseling, and just, we have drop-ins. They can just be identified that way, and then we'll get them supports through counseling services to help them cope.
Great. And as someone who works in counseling, how important is it to remove the stigma which is attached to mental illness, and how important is this first annual Let's Talk Day that Bell has organized?
Very important. Very, very important. I think that that's part of the problem, the barrier. We need to talk about it. We need to have honest, candid conversations with each other about the reality. It's facing, it's something a lot of people are facing, and it's really important that we talk honestly about it and give people permission to know it's okay to reach out for help.
Great. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.